I want to show you how to get results for real estate agents in 2025 without spending a cent on Facebook ad or any sort of marketing, right? Purely using HighLevel as a software with stupid, simple automation. If you don't know me yet, my name is Vico Kang. I work with real estate agents all across Australia and New Zealand, and we help them get 2x, 3x, or even 5 to 10x ROI with their return on investment with this stupid, simple, high-level automation, which I'm going to show you by the end of this video. Now, one of the reasons why I make this video is because HighLevel workflow have changed so much throughout the year, and this is the new way, and there's a few more automation and conditions that you have to put in place to make sure that you get the best result for your real estate agents. Without further ado, let's get started. So right now we are inside our HighLevel account, guys, and our goal here and your goal as a marketer is to generate interest for your client, aka your real estate agent client. And this automation that I'm about to show you will work in any given industry. I will just tell you how to change that in a second. Imagine a conversation that you need to have to get them to pay you $2K per month or even $500 a month. Automation is what we call a database reactivation or SMS marketing. We want to start off with an SMS. Right now you can do it with WhatsApp as well, which I find very effective. Now the reason why we don't do this with email is because we just get a lower conversion rate with email in general. So SMS and WhatsApp is a great way to get started. In this video, I'm going to give you our initial message that worked really well for our real estate agents. It's going to say, hey, contact first name is username here from location name. I will be around your area all day tomorrow. Would you like a quick home appraisal update where we can show you how to add 50K plus in value to your current property? PS, just reply yes to this message and we'll be in touch. So this is a really powerful message that works for our real estate agent. Obviously, we have 3 or 4 different variations of a hook message like this for our real estate agents. If you're in America or you're in UK, this still works. You just have to change the word a bit, right? For example, the word appraisal is not going to be applicable in the US market just because that, it's not a real thing. Like, you can't give people an appraisal in the US. You have to be a qualified banker or something like that. So what you can do here, guys, is copy this phrase and go to ChatGPT and saying that you're gonna be market this in the US or in UK and make it change the language accordingly, and ChatGPT will help you do that. So it's very easy to do. Now what's that sound like is saying, hey John, this is Vico here from Vicolize Online Consultant. I'll be around your area all day, and would you like a quick home update that can add 50K in value to your current property? Just reply yes to this message and we'll be in touch. The system here will just replace that with an actual value. So we're just going to go ahead and copy this and really just save it as action and save, right? Like literally half of the work is done. And we want to name it properly. You say SMS marketing campaign for my client John. I like to name it so it's easy, in case I have multiple clients. If you want to add it a step further, you want to add date here, you can add 25 February 2024, 25, sorry. And you can add date to make sure that when you actually searching for this automation, it's easy to find. And then, and I'll just hit here and save. Now, I want to name this action carefully, so I'm just going to say initial SMS, right? We want to make everything super organized, super clean, so that when we come back to it, we can, edit it quite easily. When we pass down to our next team member, it's quite easy to do that, right? And the next step is you want to do a wait. Basically, HighLevel have this new feature when it comes to the wait step. You can actually opt it in for contact reply. Before that, it's only time delay, right? You only can wait 10-15 minutes, but now you can actually wait for the initial SMS blast to actually get a response for it. So you need to wait for that to get a reply. The timeout, I would wait for 1 day. 1 day is a good timeout. Now what that means is that this is what happens if they don't reply in 1 day, right? So the system was just timeout, okay? And then once you click that, it's automatically giving you 2 options: when a contact reply and when a timeout happen, right? When a timeout happen is that when they don't reply after 1 day, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so when a contact reply, I'm going to click if or else, right? So this is a conditional format. Again, this is very new also. When we were building our high-level workflow back in 2023 or 2022, none of this exists. So we're gonna say when contact reply and the reply message contain the word yes. The reason why we're doing that is that we're asking people to reply yes. Okay, so we really specifically want to capture any reply message that contain yes, and then we take action from there. We're gonna say reply message contain yes. Okay, and then we'll add another branch. This one we're gonna say contact reply and reply message does not contain yes. So basically this is when someone reply anything else, like who are you, what does this mean, what is this for, so it doesn't contain any word yes. Reply message not contain yes, and then we're gonna go ahead and save this action. So as you can see here, we automatically have a new branch that called none, and this is when none of the condition is met. I would normally just leave it empty, because if we have a message that contains yes and the other one does not contain the word yes, literally every possible message will be fall under this two branch. I can't think of anything right now that not falling under all of this condition. Okay, so when people reply yes, this is an actual lead for your client. Okay, so basically you just have to, number one, give a notification to your client, right? Send a notification, internal notification. You can send it through email, and then really just put your client email, client@gmail.com, and from email you can put user email, that is your email, and subject line say, hey, here is a new lead. Okay, I'm just doing this very basics. You can do a lot of customization with this. For example, client email, you doesn't even have to put here, you can put a custom value, but I'm just doing it very basic right now to make sure you guys see the power of this automation. Okay, this is a new lead, right? And you just say contact full name, and then I normally just do phone number here, contact phone and contact email. Please call them. So guys, I will show you in a bit how to upload your client contact that have name, phone number, and email. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and save this action. All right, you can't really save it. You need to be user type. So we're only gonna be, if you just want to send it to your client, you could just add a particular user, and then you can select the user here and click save. So guys, I make a mistake right here. So the from name is gonna be your name, because they want to see you sending this email. Okay, and this user email is gonna be your email. So when they get this email, they would see you and your name are sending them this new lead, and if they closing deal from it, you are gonna be the first person they going to remember. Okay, so if someone reply yes, you want to send notification to your client, and then the next step is to write an SMS, right, saying thank you, we will be in touch soon, right, ... All right, in the meantime, please book your price update meeting here, and just really drop your client calendar link. We're gonna be really drop your client calendar link, www.calendly.com. right? I don't think I can spell that correctly. Really easy, very simple to do. I mean, like with our original workflow, we have a lot more sequence than that. That's why people get a free 30-day high-level account using our link, because automatically you get access to all of our message template and our automation, which is what we call a snapshot. So definitely you can build a more comprehensive nurturing sequence once someone reply yes. Really just have fun doing it. But I'm just showing you right now a two-step, very basics on how this automation works and how it get our clients so much result when it comes to attracting them with the right buyer and right seller. Okay, when someone reply but the message does not contain the word yes, I would just copy this. You can copy an action over, and we're gonna copy it here. So instead of saying the word lead, we're gonna say here is a new response, and I would try to put an emoji here so that when my client check his email, there's like a color different when it comes to all of this. Try to put an emoji here that says red. And then when it comes to a new lead, I will put a green emoji. Now that small thing really help our client, especially when we get lots and lots of this email notification in a day. You can see with your eye red and green, and it does help our client a lot into like knowing which one is a response, which one is a lead. Because again, these people will reply something along the line, who are you, what is this for, like why are you messaging me. So we're gonna call it a new response, not a new lead, right? We're just gonna change here, new response. Here's a new response, and instead of please call them, we say please reply to them. Again, this is very basic. We have like a whole lot of SOP and procedure when it comes to response and not lead, and leads and not respond. Okay, we are going to be leaving the rest empty because literally this is our client work right now, or our appointment setter work to actually take from there. And in terms of none, we're not going to be doing anything much with that because like I said, there's probably no response that doesn't fit this two branch, right? Anything that they will respond will either fall into a yes or it's not a yes, right? So when it comes to timeout, so this is when people doesn't respond in one day, right? I'm going to add a follow-up message. I'm going to add an SMS here. Okay, we're going to say first name, are you there? Contact first name, right? Are you there? Okay, all right, and we're gonna hit save. And I'm gonna come back here and write this as SMS follow-up 1. Okay, so I know this action is a follow-up action rather than a marketing action. Okay, and after that, I literally can just copy this step forward. And the next step is I'm gonna copy this wait action. We're gonna copy it, and we're gonna copy all action from here. Okay, so we're gonna copy it right underneath this. So that means when you say, hey John, are you there? We're still gonna wait for her to respond. Okay, so we're gonna wait 1 day again. That means if they respond yes, they're gonna go to the same sequence that we built. And if they respond message that not containing yes, they're gonna get like the same notification, right? And again, you can keep doing this really. Instead of now you change this SMS 1 to something else like SMS 2, right? You could just change it to another follow-up message. I just want to make sure my message get through, right? So this is gonna be follow-up message 3. And honestly guys, just texting people 3 times over 3 days is more than enough to get the people that's interested or the people that's not interested, right? Again, we're gonna be copying this, right? We're gonna come in here and copy this and select all action from here, right? And we're gonna copy right here. So I know this workflow have become a little bit messy, but as you can see here, it just is 3-step branch. Okay, so when we message people initially, we're waiting for them to respond, and if they respond, we take them through a certain workflow, and if they don't respond, we'll message them again and then wait. If they don't respond, we just message them again until they respond, right? It's 3 times. Very simple. If you want to make this a lot cleaner, you can literally just delete everything from here. Let's go with delete all action from here, right? And we're going to be using the go to action instead, right? That would just make it a lot more cleaner. The go to action, if someone replies yes to here, they would just go to here, and we can do the same here. So we can just delete all action from here, right? And replace it with go to. Now, if your sequence is very long, it's probably worth it to do stuff like this. Okay, we're gonna go to here. If you're zooming out right now, you can see here, we're just going to here. Same as here, every branch will go back to the original branch instead of having its own branch. So that would make the workflow look a lot simpler. So as you can see now, yeah, I mean, the workflow, I guess in my opinion, look a lot more cleaner without all of this access branch and it just pointing back to the first branch. This automation is really simple to build. As you can see here, I will just build that in a matter of minutes. And the best part is it's very, very effective with getting your client response and result. And when your client make money from this property sales, I don't know if you know anything about real estate market in Australia. A real estate agent will make anywhere between 5 grand to 20 grand or even 50 grand per commission payout. They would be happy to pay you anywhere between 500 to 2k per month to have this automation running in the background. And all you have to do is just keep an eye on it once you finish setting it up and building it out. Now, if you want to change this to a different industry, the same principles still apply, right? All you have to do is just change this initial message and probably this calendar link, when someone replying yes. So for example, for dentists, you would say something along the line that, hey, it's Christmas right now. We have a 50% off our teeth whitening package. Reply yes so we can get in touch with it, right? Obviously, this is really case by case depending on the industry. But if you need help crafting the right message for the industry that you're in, make sure that you check the link in the description to get a strategy call with one of our team, and we'll just show you what really works in the industry right now in 2025, 2026, and all of this AI era. All right, guys, so how do you go about selling this and actually making money from this? What I normally like to do, especially when I was just starting out, is I'm going to reach out to every business owner in my network. I'm going to say, hey, John, can I help you get 5 free appointments for your business with absolutely no obligation? And if you like what I do, we can further discuss our partnership. The goal of this message is very simple, it's very short. Number one, you offer value upfront with no expectation. And then you want to position yourself and your business as a partnership rather than someone who tries to sell them something that they don't really need. And immediately you will differentiate yourself from the 100 and 1,000 marketer out there that they get phone call in, email in every day. And now you're probably asking, how the hell am I going to be offering people 5 free appointments, right? Now, the good news is we partner up with this software GoHighLevel that's gonna allow any one of you guys to use the link below and get a 30-day free trial. And on top of that, you get our entire script, our entire automation, and our entire template. And again, this is an extended trial. If you go directly to the original website, you will get 14-day trial instead. So this trial will cost you nothing, right? Therefore, you can pass that saving to your prospects or your client saying, hey, because I don't pay for the software, you can get a free pass by using this service for free. So basically, you're going to perform this automation that will take you 20-30 minutes to get set up max. And then you're going to produce to them 5 free appointments, just like you promised, within a couple of days. And they're going to be very impressed. And at that stage, you can really ask them for any price you want because they feel obligated to partner with you due to reciprocation. So this is how I get my first few clients initially. So one of the things that you need to know, guys, is that for this automation to work, you have to be able to send SMS. In our school community, which is again free, you can get in there and watch the lesson on how to set up SMS for both Australia and America number. So one of the things that I need to mention, guys, is that this SMS campaign does cost SMS fee because texting people are normally not a free thing. Okay, you have to pay for it. One of the things that I like to do is get my client to cover that. The word free is that my service is free and the automation is free, but the SMS does have a cost. You can choose whether to have your client cover it or you can cover it. It's not much. Really, to get 5 free appointments, I would quote it around anywhere between $20 to $50 max. Especially in the US, SMS is very cheap. If your client can't cover $50, I don't think they're going to be a good client. Imagine a conversation that you need to have to get them to pay you $2,000 per month or even $500 a month. To get 5 free appointments, it's probably going to cost $20 to $50 in terms of SMS costs. So the last thing that we need to cover is how to upload your client list, right? You need to find a list, okay? That could be a code list that you could purchase from a dealer, or your client can produce you a list. I normally get my client to give me a list because this is a free service, right? We want to get like warm lead in here so that we can get the result as fast as possible. Okay, so we're gonna head over to contacts, and over here we're gonna click import contacts, and we're gonna import contacts here, contain all the lead, right? And then we're gonna click next, and then you really just drag and drop a file from your computer. I make a dummy file here that you can drag and drop from my computer, right? Wait for it to load. I make a dummy CSV file here for the sake of this video, and then you want to select how you want to import it, create contacts, and create an update or just update. So I normally click the second one, and it is by default, and then I would click next, and then you would just map everything that is in here. Okay, you don't have to do much, guys. The system is very smart in terms of mapping what is a name, what is an email, what is a phone number, you don't have to do a lot, I guess. So basically, as you can see, the system are quite smart when it comes to figure out what is what. This is last name, this is first name, this is business name and phone number. And you have some field that is, error. It's a pending right here because it doesn't know what that means. In our sheet, it's called last activity, but in here, it doesn't have anything that match that. We have a couple of fields like that, and all you have to do is just click this box that's called don't import the 3 data that is unmapped, right? So all of the data that is not mapped, you don't have to import it. But if you want to import it, you could just come in here and find the value that correlate to what's available on HighLevel, okay? So again, I'm just going to come here and click this box and continue as next. And then I want to actually click this box that's saying I confirm all contact that I import have consent to hear from us. I previously contacted them within the last year, and this is not a list from a third party, right? Guys, if you buying this list from a dealer, the dealer have to be legit and have a license to sell. That means the dealer have that license for you to communicate with the lead. But this is my client list. I'm gonna have no problem with ticking this box at all. And then I'm gonna click start importing the contacts, all right? And then all of this list will appear under my contact list, as you can see right here. So basically, that's all you need to do. Once you have these contacts, after you import and upload your contacts, you want to come in here and select all of the contacts, okay? And then you want to click this robot icon that say add to automation and click OK proceed. And then select the workflow that we just built, okay? It say SMS marketing campaign for my client, John, 24th May 2025. And then you want to select this campaign. Definitely spell my 2025 wrong there and give it a name. I'm gonna say Vico Blast and add them all to the automation, okay? This is a dummy account. It's not gonna work. It doesn't have any SMS credit, so obviously none of this will work. But in the actual automation, all of this will trigger. The lead will get all this message and they will reply to your client, and your client will talk to them and they will close some deal. And this is where you get paid 500 per month, 1K a month, 2K a month, or even up to 3K per month, right? As you can see here, the work to be done is very minimal, and your path to get to 10K per month is really not that hard, guys, if you have the right message in place. On top of that, you can use this method to get your own client for your agency by doing this SMS marketing for your own agency by getting a list somewhere from Yellow Page that have contact of business owner. You can get a list from Fiverr.com or even Upwork.com. There's people selling lists where they scrape from Google, or even a licensed dealer like Yellow Page where you can actually message them massively all at once, okay? Like again, we do have a 30-day trial to HighLevel alongside all of the template, all of the automation, so that you don't have to build anything like this, all pre-done for you. And we do have a school community that will show you how to get client and how to set all of this thing up, including SMS contact list and the best ad strategy when it comes to getting your client result and your acquisition ad campaign. Now, if you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and share this video to another GoHighLevel fellow. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.